Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at making a very simple, actually a quite classic mob farm design. As you can see, I'm on the same world as last video with the zero tick farms. Now, I actually haven't checked on those at all. I'm not going to this video because I don't really care. Anyway, now we're going to be going into how mob farms actually work, because they're pretty weird and confusing. Okay, so mob farms. We all know what a mob is. It's a it's that's a bad example. It's any moving thing other than the player. Because what mob actually means is mob stands for mobile, meaning that it's something that moves. So I'll just grab something random. Oh, phantom. Like that. That's a mobile, moving creature that's burning into the sky. I'm very sorry about your life, phantom. You're sad. It's about to die. Oh, poor phantom. It died. Okay, anyway. And the way mobs spawn is they look for light levels of 7 or less. So all these zombies and skeletons, all hostile mobs, and neutral mobs, some neutral mobs, spawn in light levels of 7 or less. So all the, where are they in here? So all of these all spawn in light levels of 7 or less. So a mob farm, which is completely dark, is a light level of 7 or less, most likely 1 or 0. So the way it works is it actually pushes them into a in a stream. It pushes them down to their death. So you can actually make a mob farm 2 ways. You can make a mob grinder, which lets you kill all the mobs for XP, or you can just let them fall to their deaths, which is more passive, more not you having to work, and it's more not creepers being able to explode your whole thing and destroy all your hard work. Okay, so this can actually have any type of material. I'm going to use stone bricks. Those are infested stone bricks. Don't want to use those. So anyway, this is actually going to be a pretty simple design. So we're going to use 8x8 platforms and then 2 block wide streams for this video. So anyway, we're going to mark out the middle of it, which is going to be a 2x2 hole on the ground, and this is going to be quite deep. I'd probably suggest maybe 28 blocks deep, maybe. 1, 2. So now we've got the 28 block deep hole. So this is going to kill any mob, and to prove it, I'll just grab a zombie, and I'll just place it in, and it'll die. Yes, I know that's a bit of a hard task to actually measure, seeing as it burns, but you can trust me that it's gonna stay. Okay, next we need to get our hoppers working to go into some chests. So if we grab a chest, and we just do this, we grab a hopper. We can actually just place them in like this. So when they fall, it will just fall, and it will give us their loot. Alright, so now we need to do this. Mine out a little bit. You can decorate it if you want. I'm not going to, just for the purpose of this video. And then you need to build a ladder going up, or some other type of contraption. I'm actually going to use waterways for this video. So I'll be back. Okay, and if you're doing the same thing, you need to fill this whole thing up. Just a tip about water. So if you want to get solid blocks of water all the way up, I'd suggest you use kelp. And what that does is each block of it that goes up, it actually creates it as a solid block of water. So it's actually technically a very easy way to make water columns very fast. All right, so, and if you didn't know this, you use magma blocks and soul sand to push water up and down. So soul sand goes up, whereas magma blocks don't go down. So now if I throw a magma block in here, it'll go down to the bottom. Whereas if I throw it into the soul sand, it will go all the way up, which is very cool. And as you can see, players also get launched. And with the magma block, you go here, and it pulls you down, you go off to the side, it shoots you back up. Okay. I actually did that way too close to the surface. I am very, very stupid. That is not me. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to cut this off here, and then I'll make a walkway. The walkway going up. This is yeah, this is not something that you want to do. It's yeah, this is sort of a mistake you want to avoid. But I made this mistake, so don't follow what I did. Okay, so anyway, now we can get started on the actual design of this. So we're gonna go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we need 9 as an extra one. That. Now we're gonna do this for each side and go out the directions of the side. Okay, so I've done the 9, and as you can see, it's starting to look like this. So now we're actually going to fill in each of these platforms as this. Now, there's a pretty easy way to do it. You just use the fill command, or if you're using world edit, I think you get to use a axe, and it's much easier to just fill in blocks. So if you had the world edit mod, I don't actually. I think I should probably get it sometime, but apparently it's much easier. Okay, so now we're gonna fill these in and make them all solid, ready for spawning. Okay, so now that I've done that, we're actually gonna start building the outer rim. But just one thing is we're gonna actually have to block up these waterways. So this is a thing that we're gonna do straight away. Now we're gonna grab some water. I'm just going to place it over here. Now, that should go to the very edge if you've done this correct. Although, if you're doing it at 6 or 7 blocks, or even less, you have to place signs in the middle of here. Okay, cool. So, now that we've done this, this is actually pretty much it. We just need to build all the roof and everything over the top of it. So that's what we're going to do. And then we are done. But I will be explaining some extra tips and tricks for this. Okay, so now that we've done this, we need to start building the roof. The roof is way easier than what everyone thinks. All it is just this. Some people do stone slabs to make sure no other mobs spawn, you can do that if you want, or you could just keep it normal. I will just keep it normal. Just a tip: if you're making this 2 blocks tall, you can actually effectively turn this into a creeper farm by placing trapdoors on the top. Seeing as creepers are the same height as a player, and players are actually, I think, I think it's 1.75 blocks tall, even a little bit shorter than that. So they can actually go underneath trapdoors, which is actually a really good tactic if you're running away from some zombies or something. And for your house, you just have a trapdoor at the top. You'd have to obviously do something about creepers, but there we go. That is it. So now if we look in here and close this, this is completely dark. Mobs will be spawning in here as soon as we walk away from it. So let's go down here and we'll be expecting some drops soon. Hello, Mr. Skelly Boy. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. That is, as you can see, we are getting drops galore from this. Um, um, this, look at this. Look at how many creepers. This is going to supply your elytras for days. This is actually quite crazy. Goodbye. Oh my, oh my days. This is quite a lot. One thing is that spiders do break it just a tiny bit. Oh, oh no. Yeah, you do not want to get in the way of this. Look how much it's producing. Now we're gonna do a quick time lapse of this in spectator mode. Okay, no, apparently it doesn't let me do this in spectator mode. So we'll just go into creative, and we'll do a quick time lapse. And as you can see, that it's only been going for a few minutes, and that's already done good. So we've had, oh, hello. You guys probably just been watching this, haven't you? Just like, what the hell's going on? Okay, there we go. So we're actually gonna see how much we've done. I'm very excited to see how much this farm's produced in the past 10 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Oh my lord! This is way more than I was expecting. 2.5 stacks of bones. 3.5 stacks of gunpowder, 17 string. That's a bit of a letdown, but spiders don't die too easily in these. Almost 3 stacks of arrows and 22 rotten flesh. This is very efficient. This is wow. Obviously, this is going to be way less, way more efficient than what you'd build on your survival world because, you see, with these, the overall availability for mobs to spawn in other areas is completely nil. So obviously it wouldn't be as efficient as this. It would be much less efficient. But if you lit up all your caves, it could potentially be this efficient. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Now I did a previous video on this. It will be taken down because it's not as good. It took me way longer. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button because it definitely does help out with the channel. Just look at this. It looks like a box. You can probably decorate it a bit more, Joe. But anyway, yeah. So this is definitely a really good design. And before we leave, I'm just gonna crack. Oh my! Oh, I was about to say let's just crack this open and have a small peek at this at the average amount of mobs. It's an absolute mob bath in here. There's just so many mobs, just so many. And look, there's even heaps of bats. Go away, bats. Anyway, guys, I hope you had a wonderful day and time with this episode. I guess I'll see you guys next time. And see ya. Hold up, is that a freaking spider jockey?